Bonjour, hello, konnichiwa. How are y'all? So today we're gonna be doing a reading just to see what spirit has for us today. I actually pulled some angel numbers already, so we're gonna see what exactly we wanna just get some advice on these angel numbers. So I channeled 444, 333, and 111 and 999, but I also pulled 1010. Changes are coming and new blessings are replacing the old in your life. Something better is on its way. 4646. Your angels want to remind you not to pay too much attention to material possessions. Focus more on your inner world rather than what your five senses can't see. In this way, your environment will reflect how you feel. Numero ocho. Now is the time to lay solid foundations for your abundance to grow and prosper. Your angels are supporting your goals to attain prosperity, but it will require hard work and planning. 222. Your thoughts, wishes, and dreams can be manifested. Your mind is fertile ground to grow the highest results you wish to see in your life. Number 39, now is the time to let go of any past pains or struggles you have endured. In order to have the necessary strength to move forward into your destiny, you must forgive those who have hurt you in the past. Last one, we have 1239. This is a sign that both your angels and ascended masters are with you now. They are here to help guide and direct you to further develop your natural born skills and life purpose. Alrighty. So I actually just want to do the audio right now, just pure audio. So forgive me that there's no channeling on the actual as a visual, I guess you can say. But either way, you're probably gonna hear me shuffle the cards and all that. Okay. So for as we got the numbers and the synchronicities and the confirmations, the color yellow or even the song Yellow by Coldplay is popping up in my head. Um, what's his name? Chris Martin. So maybe that could be a confirmation. Yellow, the color yellow or Yellow by Coldplay. Alrighty. Okay. Thank you. Usually the color yellow means like, for me, like I think of the sun, and with the sun in the tarot, it's enlightenment, truth, freedom, honesty. So maybe there's a sense of truth and honesty that needs to be said, or you will be hearing some truth about a situation if that's something that you're kind of curious about. Okay, first card that we pulled is the Five of Pentacles. We have here Mercury in Taurus. So that kind of confirms the card about your material possessions, especially with Mercury and Taurus. The way you think, the way you see, or the way you perceive things will be very fixed, very much stubborn. And it's also, Taurus rules the second house in astrology, so it's basically like values and possessions, right? So that type of stuff. So I feel like this is gonna be a material or physical or more of a grounded type of energy as far as what the focus will be on. So we may be focusing more on your possessions, your values, your finances, right? Okay. So the Five of Pentacles here. So right away I'm channeling that some of you are struggling with money, or the fact that your money is kind of making you feel iced out. It's making you feel abandoned, or even feel like you're being left behind, or in a sense that you're struggling with money right now. So this sense of struggle and change in your financial situations is causing you some stress. Maybe there's a change in your financial abundance or prosperity or your stability that is making you feel very unsure of what's coming next. Maybe you feel a little bit like you're gonna be, I'm getting eviction. Maybe some of you are getting scared of being evicted, or your home situation is no longer bringing you comfort because your financial issues are kind of catching up to you. Maybe you're kind of a little broke right now. Maybe you're struggling with the money that you have, making it stretch. Maybe your typical routine that you usually have, as far as paying your bills on time and doing everything like that, is not continuing the way it usually does, and so it's kind of causing you stress. Maybe you're behind on bills and stuff like that, to the point where you're kind of like, shit, what am I gonna do, um I feel like there's a lot of snow in this card, so I feel like winter time could be when things were changing, or something that happened during the winter that really set you back, that really triggered these issues. Maybe November, December, particularly November, I'm sorry, December, like Christmas time, when there's a lot of snow. Doesn't have to be, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. um okay, so what else can you tell us about the situation? Five of Pentacles. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Ooh, Five of Cups. So another five. So 555 is also another card that we're getting here. I'm sorry, not card. Number. Um, we have Mars and Scorpio. So I feel like there's opportunities that have usually brought you comfort and stability, or a situation that has usually made you feel very at ease or relieved your stress, is no longer working for you. The sense of letting go of a comfort, letting go of an emotional, not an emotional, how do I say it? Letting go of a situation or an idea or or a mentality that is no longer making you feel emotionally fulfilled. So I'm getting some of you, there's a heart here, like a heart keychain, that can be a confirmation, or it's kind of saying that love is something that's causing you stress as well. Maybe a relationship has brought you a lot of financial setbacks, that to the point where you're kind of like wondering if this relationship is worth it. I feel like that's for some of you. For others of you, I'm getting the sense that some of you want to move, or you want to get away from your home environment to a newer one. It's almost like you're fantasizing about a new place, a new city, a new state, or something like that. But I'm also getting San Francisco. But it's like your money isn't really, it's not in the right state. It's not flowing abundantly as well as it should, enough for it to sustain you on your own, or even with other people. So you're kind of stressing out about, like, okay, what do I have to do to bring in more money? What do I have to do to bring in more financial prosperity? Because clearly what I'm doing right now isn't working. So I feel like I see two cups behind this person, kind of cowering over. So, and they're filled with cups. I'm not necessarily getting that you're gonna get a new opportunity quite yet, but I feel like I think Spirit is asking you to change the way you perceive your current situation. I think right now your situation, just because you're not in the right situation for your money, it doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to come fast or change fast right away. But I think Spirit is really asking you to really think about how you're seeing the way your possessions, your values, your money. Like, really think about how much it's actually worth. I feel like Spirit is really saying, like, hey, right now your situation may not change for a bit. So if you can't change your financial situation or your environment, what can you control that you can change? And that's your mind and how you view things, how you perceive your situations, right? So I feel like Spirit is kind of like, I think Spirit is saying, like, your heart is not where it should be. You're not seeing your situations in a very empathetic or even hopeful way. It's like you're looking for an escape, rather than looking at your situations with a new lens, a new perspective. Like, it's like you can't always run away when you're facing issues, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're running away. You're running away from your issues, and because you're trying to run away and you're not you don't have the opportunity to run away because of your financial setbacks. It's like you're wondering if um basically you're facing your shadow side, you're facing your triggers. You're like, is this something that I have to put up with? And honestly, yes, like you do have to put up with some of these struggles, some of these issues, but the way you're putting up with it right now is not the best way to do it. But it's like you're being stubborn. It's like you don't want to change the way you see things, or you know the answer to view your situation better, but you don't want to switch to that new perspective or to that new mentality. So it's pretty much like saying, for example, me personally, my weight. I personally struggle with my weight and I have a binge eating disorder. So for me, it's very much like, like my money gets literally drained so much in fast food and takeout and eating out and stuff like that, simply because my urge to have that desire to eat out, to rely on food when I'm feeling stressed, and rely on food when I'm feeling happy, and I need like a pick me up. I don't go to like drugs or anything. I go to food. Food is my drug, I guess you can say. So that's where my issue is. It's like I know I have to stop eating out so much. I know I have to stop spending money on takeout and I can just cook at home, but even though I know that's the answer, for me personally, I'm just kind of like, damn, like, but what about the money? Like, what about, like, I had money to go out to eat before it wasn't an issue. Now I'm kind of struggling with my money, so what the hell, you know? Kind of like that. Like, where is all this money going to? And I'm like, well, I'm already saving money by not going out as much, but I'm still going out. But my answer is just stop going out, you know? You know what I mean? So that's kind of, stop going out to eat so much, or stop going out to eat, cook at home, stuff like that. Like readjust your situation, even if it's not something that's emotionally fulfilling or it's emotionally gonna de-stress you, simply because it's like a comfort thing, you know? Step out of your comfort zone, step out of your habits that bring you less stress, that are only going to cause you more stress in the future. Like, say it's like, oh my god, girl, I'm so stressed, like let's go out, let's go clubbing, let's go let's go out to eat, I guess, you know, or let's go shopping, like let's do something just so I can de-stress because I'm not feeling well. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, you de-stressed at the moment, but now later on you spent more money than you should have, that was unnecessary, and now it's like, damn, I shouldn't have gone out. And now you're reigniting that cycle of stress all over again, when the answer was just don't go shopping at all and de-stress another way. For working out, nobody wants to work, well, I don't want to say nobody wants to work out, but that's really never an option that a lot of people go to. A lot of people avoid that. Not everybody, obviously, but some people avoid working out, some people avoid hiking, meditating, like things like that. Those are things that you don't really need to spend money on, but you it is another option. Even if it's not the option that you want, it's still an option that will bring you less stress. Literally, like physically it will de-stress you. And that's actually something for me. Like, I need to start working out again for my stress, because I be stressed, and instead of working out to de-stress, I'm eating, and that's causing more financial setbacks. So just things like that. Let's get another card for this. So with Mars and Scorpio, it's pretty much like, start focusing on motivating your transformations and what habits are going to drive that transformation. Okay. Let's get another card here. Oh, there's a crow here. Whoa, whoa. I have two cards. The Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Alrighty. So once again, like I was saying, it's like very much, we have Mercury in Aquarius and Jupiter in Gemini. I don't know why the phrase build a boat is popping up in my head. So I see here a man on a canoe with his, I'm assuming his wife and his child, with swords, heading towards the city across the lake, and there's ducks around there. I get the feeling that if you are so set on moving away, do the things that you need to do in order to actually build the path to get there. You can't just expect someone to come and literally grab you by your shoulders and fly you over there. You have to build the canoe, you have to build the relationship, you have to build the mentality, and you have to build the path to get there, right? So what is it going to take? Saving money. It's going to take working on the habits that are setting you back, like I was saying, like not eating out so much, not going out clubbing so much, getting enough sleep, getting in the exercise, things that are gonna bring you more stress. You need to learn how to handle those, because when you move out on your own, it's a whole different type of stress that it's not, the stress isn't gonna go away. It's just gonna be a different type of stress, and it may even be more because you're now on your own. So basically, it's just pretty much like, hey, if you can't even handle the stress now, it's just gonna be worse later. So please work on de-stressing your things. De-stressing your mind and more helpful things and more helpful habits. Not spending out, not eating out so much, not doing as many drugs so much, not spending so much money at dispensaries or dealers or stuff like that for weed and things, things like that. They add up really quickly. So better habits, better mentalities, better care for your body, going even buying non name brand things instead of buying like the name brand stuff, alternatives that are a little bit cheaper that will save you some money, things like that. Once you have that in mind, I feel like, oh look, there's a crow on this card. Okay, crows are definitely a sign. So with Jupiter and Gemini here and the Eight of Swords, you're still stuck. It's like you have the skills, you have the way, the way to the path that you want, to the future that you want, to the home that you want, to the future that you're manifesting, basically. But you're literally so stubborn that you don't want to take off the blindfold that you're easily able to take off, and that's bad. You don't want to do that. You definitely want to basically in Spanish, ponte las pilas, like get it together. It's time. Damn, Spirit is like annoyed with this because what the hell. Alrighty. Hey, the crow is like literally right next to me, and it came out in the Eight of Swords, which is so funny. I think that's Spirit. Like, yeah, tell them what they need to hear. They being a little selfish, being stubborn. They don't want to change. They don't want to struggle, and they expect to get things better, but they don't want to go through the pain of transformation in order to get better. So how about just call it out? Call out the bad habits. Call out the bad way of thinking. Call out the things that they need to change. Alrighty. What's one more card? Okay, I'm gonna do a different type of shuffle. So crows are definitely a sign. Okay, last card. Ooh, the Nine of Cups. So this is just, I feel like, a future energy. So it's kind of like, hey, once you learn to really let go of those bad habits and those negative ways of thinking about yourself, your low self-confidence, your doubt, your desire to have things easy, once you let go of those types of way of thinking, it's really gonna bring so much emotional abundance, sorry, I'm like looking at this card and it's like a row of 9 cups, but it's over a blue cover, a blue curtain type of thing, tabletop, there we go, sorry. So I'm getting the sense of like, no matter, once you get this in check, no matter how happy you feel, you will always have room for more, because you're going to be able to control it, to feel it, to wear it with such grace, with such confidence, that you're just going to really glow up. You're going to grow. You're going to feel so attractive. You're going to feel so successful. You're going to feel so in power. You're going to feel so strong and comfortable in the pain, in the transformation that you have to go through, that you're basically gonna wear it. Like, it's gonna be like, yeah, I went through all this, like a badge of honor. I'm getting, you're gonna wear like a badge of honor. Maybe some of you like military. I'm getting military. Maybe some of you want to go to the military but are afraid of the transformational things that you have to go through. I personally wouldn't, if to be quite honest, just because, yeah, especially these days. But if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Or maybe you already are in the military, who knows. Thank you though for sacrificing your time, your energy, and your blood and your sweat and your tears to go through all this to help us there. So with the Nine of Cups, very much hey, you know the way, you know what you have to change. So once you get it changed, you're gonna really allow to line your cups of happiness, and basically tell the universe, like, I'm ready. Bring in these manifestations. Bring in that emotional abundance. I have a structure. It's not going to spill over. I'm going to have the opportunity to fill my cups of happiness with as much as you're willing to give me, universe. And I'll do it proud, and I'll use those opportunities proudly, and I'll be extremely happy and grateful for everything that you provide for me. The color violet is also popping up in my head. Maybe violet like The Incredibles. And blonde hair. Either you can have blonde hair, or the sense of hair transformation. Maybe even toner. Like toner. Maybe some of you are thinking of dyeing your hair. Like, don't forget the toner. I don't know what that is. Okay. Blue curtains, blue curtains. We have Jupiter in Pisces as well. Okay. So I'll end this reading with some advice from Spirit. Let's see. Like, sorry. Oracle cards is what I meant to say. But how can we awaken this intuition to step out of our bad habits, Spirit? Awakening our intuition. How can we awaken our intuition to step out of these negative habits that we're currently in? Ooh. Ooh. Being stubborn. Ooh. Okay. This is a big deck. Okay. Sometimes it's like hard to shuffle them just because they're so like wide. Alright. Let's do a couple more shuffles. Okay. Alrighty. How can we awaken our intuition to get rid of these bad habits? My guides. Okay, this shuffling isn't working, so I'm going to try an intuitive pull. Okay. Align with the mentor. Your intuition will grow substantially through tapping the wisdom and skill set of someone further along in their psychic development. This card may also signal that you require more tools for navigating life as a sensitive person. Being mentored in any area may prove invaluable now. Mentors often appear in divine timing. Interesting. So mentors. Cool. Practice non-judgment for clearer intuition. Having strong emotions and opinions about others is natural, yet intuition is best channeled through an open mind and a calm heart. If you've formed an exclusionary, fixed judgment about a person or situation, consult someone intuitive and objective. Engage neutrality to avoid narrowing your interpretations. Discern layers of truth. Okay. I don't know. This one. Perfect. All right. Explore divination tools. Divination tools such as oracle cards can complement your sixth sense, yet they aren't necessary to access the four main psychic pathways: hearing, seeing, knowing, and feeling guidance that exists within you. Play with divination tools to enhance or explore your intuition while remembering that you are a divine and divination tool. Last one. So, learn about clairaudience. Hearing helpful words and full sentences is a rare psychic pathway. A wise, gentle voice speaking in your head is different than an intuitive thought or your own inner dialogue. Don't experience clairaudience. Listen to what others say. Even lines from movies are overheard in the grocery aisle. That may be divine guidance. Okay, so Spirit is basically saying, so in order to remove those negative ways of thinking, clear your head, meditate, look for a mentor who you feel you can trust. Look for someone that basically may even have the goals that you are asking for, and ask them for advice. But actually listen and take it in. Don't just be like, oh, okay, that's what I have to do, and then let it go. Like, no, like, this is advice that is here to help you. And also pay attention to conversations, even conversations like in movies, things that you may not really think of to look towards for divination or even advice. Maybe there's something in movies, or maybe there's a movie that's calling to you that is basically like, hey, sorry, there's someone come walking by. Be like, hey, look at this movie, watch this movie. There's something in here that you need to remind yourself of. There's a theme or a conversation or some wisdom that they'll say. Pay attention. So basically really paying attention to your environments, your surroundings. And then explore divination tools. Think of other ways to access your intuition. I feel like meditation, just regular basic meditation, music too could also be one. I personally want to practice more clairaudience, and that's funny that it popped up here because that's what I want to do. But yeah, definitely. I hope it resonated. I'm gonna end it there. You know what? I always say that and always get more. So there is a Moonology oracle card here that I want to do, and I'm feeling guided to it. I'm not even gonna shuffle. I'm just gonna see what Spirit wants to say for it. I didn't cleanse it, I didn't clear it. Something tells me just go for it. Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear the shuffling. There's a card here. Oh, got it. Oh, 2 cards. Alrighty. Full moon in Gemini, new moon eclipse. The answers you need are coming. Expect powerful change. And let's see. Let's look at these. A new start is come. Oh no. It said full moon in Gemini, right? Like you can see. Okay. It said additional meanings. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event, since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing. This card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. It's time to speak your truth. but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need will come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or few conversations away from being resolved. Okay. Also, romantically, it's saying have fun, be flirty, enjoy the adventure of romance, the adventure of it, you know? Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Let's look at this one. Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought I saw it. There we go. Additional meanings, yes, 1,000 times yes. So that could be a confirmation for you. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Okay, so this is basically saying, hey, the change in your situation is coming. This is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will most always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you will appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Interesting. Alrighty. So I hope that resonated and I'll leave it at that. And yeah, take care. Thanks for listening.